Theme song.
We're back in Stranded Alien Dawn and right into the action. In the last episode, a bunch of people were constantly people. I don't know why I just called them people. These people here, these fine folks, just kept bashing into the walls to get through. And a couple of you left some great comments, including Lala Cthulhu, which I don't know if you are... Actually, Cthulhu, if you are, hail to the Dark Lord and all that, who suggested just leave the gate open. Now, if I leave the gate open, yes, they interact with the traps, and if I'm not paying attention, they're not automatically attacked by the turrets. They'll just walk in and start eating this food. But if I pay attention and click hunt, hopefully these turrets wake up, and then they make short work of this guy. Oh, and the laser as well, which I do agree. Who else was it? Let's see if I can find the comment here, but somebody was saying, yeah, they were kind of disappointed by the damage put out by the turret. I do think it puts out much lower damage, obviously, than the machine gun turrets, but it is a constant beam of DPS, which definitely seemed to, I mean, it only got to like the first trap before it was dealt with, and now it hasn't damaged any of my walls, which I still have all these like repair orders out for because of the insane amount of just people splashing up against my defenses. And again, I said people. I don't know why I keep calling them people. Maybe they are. Maybe that's a twist in the game, the late game twist, is that these things are actually reformed humans. And that's what the alien world is slowly doing to us all. Welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn. Welcome back to... Let's get that off there. There we go. Welcome back to New Jersey. And welcome back, apparently, to free-flowing meats. So we're going to put these guys... Once they get closer, I'll turn on hunt so that these folks, these fine folks, don't feel the need to go and hunt them. We'll just have, yeah, like I said, and like many of you have commented, passive income, passive meats coming in right here. I do think another turret here and here would be good. I don't think that that will cause any major problems. Hunting, good. So let's see. Yeah, so what's the laser doing? Like, yeah, the laser, it's not amazing, but it's also not... Like, it's just constant DPS. It's not just a couple of shots here and there. It is really doing, like, a fair amount of consistent damage. At least on these animals, these herbivores, if you will. Okay, now this one is going to be mad. It's going to leave and find a different place to attack, but that's okay because it's still within this laser's territory, and also... Oh, it's actually not giving up on firing on this guy, this Ulfen, even though it's out of range. Okay, now it's out of range. And now this guy, I think, is probably going to die soon. Although he's probably not bleeding. 0 per hour. Yeah, he's not bleeding to death. Probably because instead of the machine gun doing like bullet, like tear damage, this laser is just cooking his brain. It's brutal. Oh, he's got all these flies around him. That is a nice detail, but also kind of just makes me sad for them in general, for these Ulfen. Okay, anyway, while that Ulfen gets dealt with and you know, let's be honest, murdered, these guys are sleeping. Connor has not been doing very well. He has got... Where are we at here? He's got some treated burns. I kind of don't... Oh, those are from the acid. Okay, from the last episode, yeah. And then he has the infected vision implant, which is now plus 20 for pain. So it's actually, yeah, it's very much excruciating pain. Yeah, it's very much holding him down. It's causing a lot of problems. He's also starving. We do have enough meals. But, I mean, if he's constantly fainting and in excruciating pain, unless there's a feed, like RimWorld style, like we can't... Yeah, see, we can't have somebody go and feed him. So that debuff from starving is not going away anytime soon. Folks, I think Connor is, I don't know, singing his swan song. Other people have mentioned, too, that I don't really need defensive structures on all sides. I can just have the one gate because aliens, all the little bugs and animals and people will always go towards the open gate. So, like, there's no point in having multiple defenses. I think, if I'm being honest, it's probably aesthetic. If I'm just being honest. Now, if I put another turret, like, let's take a look at this turret situation. Let's go, let's get a machine gun up here. Obstructed access. Why? Why are you obstructed there? So I could put it here, and then that creates a spot where it can't fire. Again, not sure why this is... like, what's your deal? Okay, well, what if I move you up to, like, here? Does it expand the range? It's hard to tell if it expands it. I think it does. It does lightly expand the range. So that's pretty great. So I might even put that... Where do we want it, though? Put it in the center? No, I can't. I can put it back here for not much reduction in access. Or forward a little bit. Let's go forward a little bit. Let's move it up there. Then let's see what happens if I get... I always click turns. Okay. Get the machine gun here. So once we move that, hopefully I can fit the machine gun, and then it'll tell us kind of like how we're doing for fire access there. We could also put it here, but again, yeah, it's not a really great... Yeah, I kind of want it to be able to fire around in this area. And then I think what that is leading me to believe is, like, let's get another one here. Let's rework this area and get another defensive sort of platform here instead of these towers. I'm actually deconstruct this guy. And then let's go for a... where do we want these little fence gates? Let's go fence door and put it, like, right here on the edge. So we can clear this one out and then have like a nice big platform right here. And honestly, I really like this look. The side-on look. Somebody did tell me, however, that if you build this, that you don't need stairs, they'll create a ladder. I don't know if I mean, we'll try it. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's a thing, but you know, I've been wrong before. In fact, I'm generally mostly just wrong. So, I guess we're going to try that. And then we're going to get rid of these fields here. Remove these fields. Remove these fields. There we go. Still crafting some more CPU cores, which I think is going to be key to our defense and longevity. The other thing that I just realized I basically, after the early game, stopped doing was observing plants. Like beef berries. What haven't I observed? There's lots of little bushes and things that I haven't observed, and it is slowing me down. For example, a lot of you, again, thanks for the comments, were telling me about the cotton. There's like a cotton plant out here somewhere that I just have to observe. Is it just me, or is the observe does it just take too long? That's kind of my thoughts on that. Carbon nanotubes. We could mine some of these. Let's get a mine order for another couple of carbon nanotubes. Those are about to become more interesting to us in the future. Is this an active nest or a dead nest? Slightly active. Okay. Insect nest right there. We might want to go and deal with that. Let's get a bunch of laser weaponry first before we go and deal with that. And then we can start, like, you know, venturing out further and further and finding stuff that we need to go and look at. I can't see this, like, cotton flowery thing that I'm looking for. Maybe I'm in the wrong season. What am I? I'm in fall right now. We have a fair amount of food stocked up for hopefully the winter. Oh, is that it right here? What are these little guys? Or is that just game detail? I think that's just beautiful game detail. Man, this game is beautiful. Looking for the cotton plants, looking for stuff to observe. Maybe there's an observe order. No, that'd have been awesome. Just like do a big, just a mass select. Just observe whatever I haven't observed. Looking for the cotton plants, not seeing them. A little bit of salvaging to do. Heptagonia over there. Some mining to do. A lot of stuff to get done in this episode, and a lot of staying on top of things like my smelting. I think if I do look in through my activities here, I could probably find handle and move it higher. I've got basically nobody doing it. What happens if I put it down to a 2? What if it's a 2 for everyone, and then all the handle stuff gets done before all the other 2s, like crafting and such? This person here, like Lara, I think, plant, scavenge, and mine. That's okay. Like, once all the scavenging done, then she'll mine. Maybe that's not amazing. We already have Connor doing a 1 for mining, so I'm going to bump that to a 2. You don't want to see a lot of 1s in somebody's work list. Otherwise, that might as well all just be 3s. Like, if it's a lot of 1s, then, you know, it's a lot of work not getting done. So it's obviously good to get a balance there. Deconstructing fortification. Good, good. Okay, I think we have the wood. Yeah, let's deconstruct this bad boy. And then, yeah, we'll have to think about rewiring this so we can get a nice, large sort of defensive platform here. So let's do that. Let's go power poles down to here, maybe. I assume that's going to connect to this wind turbine, which is a little close. What if I go down to here? I bet that'll still connect up to this guy. Although the question is, do they... Yeah, you know, this isn't... It'll connect up, but it's not going to feed power to the whole system. The power lines need to be connected, I think. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go down here, actually. Ooh, I wish that was long enough. All right. Let's set up our... Yeah, I want to set it up first, and then I'll deconstruct things. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go power poles. here. And then another one. Well, it's tricky because you can't rewire them. RimWorld style, I would like to be able to reconnect them once I've done my little, changes. So I'm going to put this one here. Actually, that connection works for me. I'm going to do that. Oh, and then it picks this one. Why? I'm going to delete that one. People are leaving me a lot of comments as well about the cave dweller issue. I believe the cave dweller issue, like, they like it somewhat dark or dim in their bedrooms, it seems. The cave dweller issue only seems to pop up when they have bad flooring. Now, there's parquet flooring underneath the bed, underneath the chair, and underneath the heater. These are the only two spots that seem inaccessible, which are weirdly, they don't have anything on them. Maybe I think they're blocking access, so like this heater needs to be not there so that you can access these parquet floorings and then build them. But weirdly, if the heater is on top of it, you can build underneath it. Now, why am I bringing all this up? Well, okay, it's dark. Darkness makes me uneasy. Okay, see, now, you got me there. I was proven wrong immediately, but it's when they're awake. So if they sit in these chairs when they're awake, then they get upset because it's like, well, I can't really, like, it's dark in here. So I bet if I put a light in all these rooms, that would solve that issue. I don't know if you get a debuff for it being too bright where they sleep, but we could certainly see about giving them some lights. However, the other thing I was going to point out is the parquet flooring underneath the bed. If you're like in a pinch for resources and stuff, just put some parquet flooring under, I think, the bed. And you're still going to get rid of that cave dweller debuff, because I haven't seen the cave dweller debuff on any of these people sleeping in these unfinished floored rooms. Yes, sleep on your skinbark leather floors, you silly, silly fool. We love you, Yoko. Sleep. What a little creep, just looking through the window. Sleep. 36 aggressive shrieker hatchlings spawn basically outside the base. They will be attacking at any point soon now. I have some metal alloys. We've got this up here. I think it's time to try out the... Let's see what the missile launcher does. Let's see what the missile launcher 5000 does in this area. Now, it's not going to get... Here's the problem with the missile launcher. If I link that to this thing, it's going to be triggered way too late. So I'm actually just going to build it, and we'll worry about its power later on. It'll just stay on all the time right now. But let's get this kind of... Where are you off to? You're doing some salvaging. Who's another builder that I have some skills with? Combat Construction 3. Okay, you're our best builder. We got... You know what? We have to train... We got to keep training Lara, because at some point Connor's going to be dead. I don't know why I said that. Connor going to be dead soon. So we better build this and get it ready, hopefully before they attack. This could be a spicy one, but with this and the laser turret... There we go. Keep building it, though. And then maybe... Yeah, again, I would like to have... It would have been nice to have that up and running by now, but let's at least lay it down. It probably won't get done in time, but we'll see if we can get this done for the next attack. So we'll raise this about to yay high. Do we want it a little bit higher? I think I like that extra height poking out, so we're going to go there with this height. We're going to go double deep as usual. And then, yeah, I'll carry it on into that space as well, but for now, we're just going to go double deep here. Maybe just a short one for now. And then, see, it's very nice of them to think immediately of the stairs, but I always click away. I'm not one of the best, smartest YouTubers out there, am I? Let's copy this. And there we go. Okay, so there's our next defensive platform. It's a bit tall. It feels tall, but it also feels safe to have it that tall. So this way we'll have some turrets out here, and they'll be able to do some of the early work, or maybe another missile launcher or something. And they'll be able to do some of that early work before they round the corner and come down the kill tunnel. At which point, yeah, they'll be doing battle with us, so I'm a little concerned about that. We'll have to make sure Connor's nearby and Lara are ready to get on these podiums here. We could also have somebody right here, maybe. I don't know. Okay. We trust you, Lara. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to say anything here, but, like, if you wanted to speed up, you could. I'm just saying. My heart is literally racing. She is only 49% done, and they've started their attack. Okay, so that's not ideal. We're going to get Connor over to here. We're going to get Yoko over here. I should have called them up a little bit earlier. Lara, we're going to just keep you building that. It would have been really nice to have that done early. But instead, we will be fighting them All right, what are we dealing with here? Okay, that does pretty good damage before they get around the tunnel. Then Connor and the turrets can help finish them off. Emmeline, what do you have? You've got your laser pistol. Actually, we'll just back you guys up just a little bit. We don't need you to be that close. There we go, there we go. They're coming around. They haven't started attacking us yet. Okay, Emmeline, I want you to focus this one down. There we go. Oh, they're getting through our defenses. Laura, keep building that missile launcher. Oh, they're going straight for Laura. Oh, brutal. Laura, draft yourself. Defend yourself with your spear. Okay, good. All right, undraft yourself. Construct the missile launcher. Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right, who got injured? Laura took a little bit of injuries. The turrets themselves got a little bit of injury. Nothing crazy. Connor, stand down. Yoko, stand down. I know there's a control thing. I'm going to have to learn how to do that. And Lara, I'm going to have you finish the missile turret and then go and deal with the fact that you've been a little bit injured. In the meantime, yeah, like I don't think any of our walls took any damage. I would call that a fairly successful run there. We just need 2 alloys to repair both of these, and then these traps will get handled pretty soon. And that is another stock of bug meat to turn into fuel. And now the missile launcher is done. Great. Hey, Laura, again, no, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to... Target area not set. Oh, we got to give you a target area. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I think you're automatic, but this, at least we'll get to see how it works. Nope, it's just waiting. So anything that comes within that... I see how this works. Anything that comes within that target area, it will try to attack rather than... So we have to give it a target area rather than just have it loosely ready to go. Okay, that's fine. Then in that case, what we need to do is, I think, get a motion circuit out here. But if we keep that motion circuit on the same circuit as this one, if and when it gets destroyed by bugs... Actually, no, we could just wall it off, couldn't we? Yeah, what if we put another motion sensor further out? Because that, yeah, I want it to cover... kind of want it to cover here, and maybe even over here. And then we'll just wall it off. It's perfect. Okay. So let's get this one here. And we could probably go one over. And then I bet we could get a power pole out to it. Yes. Perfect. There we go. And then we're going to go defenses. I'm going to go fortifications. No, we'll go lower ones. How about fences? And let's just keep it poles. We'll just keep it, you know, we like the poles. Connect that up to there. If it needs to get serviced, I guess we could just give it a little door. Fence door here. Holes right there. And I do think spending the money... Yeah, like working on this area of defense is probably just a little better for us than, you know, trying to build up our defenses in other spots. Based on what everybody's saying, they really only just go for that one open gate. So this motion sensor... If I put it on the same circuit as this one, let's say the outlying motion sensors get destroyed. Well, that's not a big deal because by that point, they're in our radius, and this motion sensor, as long as they're all on the same active circuit, triggers the defenses. Now what I can do is probably get some more turrets around too. Like another automated turret here or something would be good. So let's go for a motion sensor and make sure it covers this area here. Basically, we just kind of need it there. Don't we? So let's see. What if I put it there? What does this do to my attack radius? Hopefully that doesn't get in the way. We do need a power pole out there. So let's go power pole. I'm just concerned that this is going to affect the ability of that laser to do laser business. Shift click. Bring it out. Are you going to affect my laser turret? Hopefully not. And then we'll do a low-lying fence door here. Obstructing access, fine. There. Defenses, fence. Right around it. We could probably just, you know, we got to start making bricks. There we go. There's our outlying sort of defensive area. We're going to put these on the same... Oh, mushroom croquettes have finally been made after all these years. Yeah, we'll put these on the same circuit as this guy. That's going to give us a lot of coverage for this thing. We can probably get another missile launcher here then in that case, and another turret or two. And then same thing over here, a couple of turrets over here, which will be activated by this forward motion sensor as well. I love it. Okay, this is our defensible area. I still think a muster point outside of the home is probably a good idea. And I'm thinking about this bunk here. It's a great design. Big fan of the wraparound windows. Big fan of the wooden motif. Probably just going to keep going with the wood. I know a lot of you are like, you got to build the brick. You got to build the carbon nanotubes. But it's like, it doesn't look that good. I love the wood. But maybe you're right. I don't know. Let's take a look at my building options. I have stone. I haven't made bricks yet, but once I do, then I could do that. Suppose I could make sure we've got some research going here. Pulse rifles, that'll be good. We could go for carbon rooms, I guess, or concrete. They just don't look that good. Like, look how silly they look. And obviously, they're better for heat, these carbon rooms, but I just don't know if it fits my motif. So I was thinking along here, though, in terms of buildings, we could do another building right here. Give it a bit of a porch on the outside, another wraparound similar to this one, but then on the inside, a little something nicer. So that we can have maybe it's just 2 apartments, basically. Ultimately for 4 people that end up getting married, and bigger rooms all around. I think that would then lead us to be able to shrink the size that we have going on in here, like get rid of some of these rooms and maybe make these bigger. Like this could be 2 rooms instead of 4 if we had 2 more rooms over here. So, to that end, kind of don't want this tower here. I think we might even move this guy over here. Eventually, we might want to, rethink this and get these defenses up, obviously, on this motion sensor. Right now, we're just not worried about it. We're just going to make our main entrance right here, the kill floor, if you will, and keep working on defenses over there. So I think this area here can have just like a nice, luxurious, apartment flat. If I make it too tall, though, I got to be careful. If I make it too tall, will these become less effective? I just don't think that they do. I know we've been talking a lot about this in the comments, like, the sun rises and it catches the solar panels and how much is produced throughout the day, but I really don't think that that's causing any actual issues. Like, I don't think there's such a thing as, like, shadow mechanics in this game, even though in reality, that very well may be the case. But what I could consider doing is, like, moving them to here, if it just visually makes everybody happier, because I definitely want to put a fairly tall-ish building right in this corner here. I interrupt the regularly scheduled broadcast to announce that I've had another silly/maybe stupid idea, which is, okay, they walk in the fence here. Hopefully they can get past. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible to get past. We might have to expand this wall out a little bit here. But then we're going to go scrap metal right here. We're going to raise it not so high, maybe. Honestly, maybe even just that high. So we're going to go out here by 2, flip this around. My fingers were covering the button. Okay, so apparently we need to go further over. Copy that. There. Okay. Then flip this around. Stairway to heaven over here. Okay, for heaven's sake. Okay, I guess we got to go all the way out there. Okay. Copy that. There we are. Oh, why isn't it matching? It's still blocking that. I don't know if they'll be able to access this by walking past that pole. So this could be an issue. But basically what I want to do is get a row of turrets in front of here. This has been my new plan. This has been my new plan. Because once this turret gets activated, these things will fly up. So let's go. Let's make this our new focus. Scrap metal. Maybe it's closer to the entrance. I don't really care for it being that close. We'll cancel this. All right, manage buildings, stairs, scrap metal. Now, if we go over there, though, okay, let's expand it a bit, I guess. We might have to go 2 double wides. I want to see how easily these get destroyed, though. That'll be the issue, is if these are really easy to take down, then we're going to have an issue. Stairs. Like, I want people to get into the main defenses and get dealt with that way. I don't really want them to spend a bunch of time trying to deal with this new little tower idea. Oh, still, just so punishing, the design here. Okay, build stairs, scrap metal. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to then finish walling this off, like so. This is motion control to that. So let's get a defensive automated turret here. Up here, maybe, something like that. I mean, we could put it at the end there. My only concern now is it going to be powered? So basically, like right here, it's not going to be powered anyway, isn't it? I'm going to have to expand this wall. But now this whole concept is just getting a little bit too big for its britches. I mean, hey, what are we doing if not experimenting, right? Let's try out this additional defensive structure. Cancel these orders. Let's deconstruct this. I think it's okay to it's safe to deconstruct this right now because right now it's all there we are. This is all extra. All my main defenses still stand, and we'll even finish this one and get a couple of turrets up here. That might be too tall, to be honest. Maybe we don't do this. It just feels a little tall, doesn't it? Like, that's not even as tall. Yeah, it's taller than this one. Okay, don't build this. Oh, she's going mining. Okay. Yeah, I don't want... cancel that. Deconstruct that. We're gonna make that a little shorter, but first we're gonna focus on this new obsession of mine. Oh, boy. I bet this happens in a lot of your games, too. I would hope and imagine. So let's cancel this. We're gonna go buildings. We'll go scrap metal. Wrong height. Scrap metal, lower. There we are. So we're going to expand you out to here-ish. Yep, that still works. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cancel these, like, 4. Oh, because we're going to need to get power over here. I don't know if the power goes on top of these things yet. Stairs. Nope. Buildings, stairs. Why am I so bad at clicking today? There we are. Okay, now, how do we power all these turrets? Well, we need to get a power pole over there. But, oh, they do go up. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, sweet. So we can put a power pole, like, basically right here. We might even move this sensor, probably over a little bit. Or move our gate entrance to here. And then this, load up with turrets. With a slightly more reasonable platform going in here, thanks to Connor, the motion sensor has been turned to control circuit 10, so that's nice. It's not working because of a solar flare, which I guess getting attacked during a solar flare, that could be a really bad roll, so we gotta be careful about that. But that being said, I believe it's now time to, let's get our turrets here. 50 alloys, which we have some alloys, but we also have a decent amount of ore coming in, another 50. So we can reliably build 2, and then we could scrap 50 scrap metal to get a third one in there. So I think, yeah, that's what we're going to kind of focus on today. Shift-clicking that, and this one here. Oh, obstructed access. Okay, we'll put this one right near the power pole. Okay, so there could be an issue with getting these powered. It looks like this middle one can be powered, and it looks like this one is not quite going to reach. So what does it look like to go power pole? I wonder if these metal ones I should have just been making... I just like the aesthetic. This is my problem. This is always my problem. I like the aesthetic of the wooden power pole more than the metal one. But it probably has a better range. And way better integrity. I'm such an idiot. I like what I like. The man likes what he likes. You know, what do you want from me? So what we're going to do is we're going to move this one. We're going to copy it and move it over. Oh, we can't do that. We'll cancel this. We'll copy this one. And move it over. Hopefully now we can get a power pole up there. Or hopefully it just... yeah, no, it's not going to reach. Okay, so we just need to get a power pole. Restricted access to another device. I mean, we could put this back here, but that would be stupid, wouldn't it? It's just going to start obstructing our defensive strats. Alright, how to get power to this guy? Can I just run an extra long extension cord? Like, that doesn't look that long to run an extension cord. You go to Home Depot, you get yourself a nice 50-footer, you're good to go. But maybe what it's taught me is that we don't need that many turrets. Maybe we just go with the 2 turrets and shrink this down a little bit. Or it's maybe even just a good firing position for somebody. Or does, I don't know, like, does this thing just have a bigger range? Looks like it's connecting. We could try deconstructing this pole and see if this metal one just has a better range. I don't think... well, no, yes, he needs to be one closer. So, what about this, though? What if we go cancel you, copy and build you there. And then we're going to go ahead and deconstruct this. I've got to be more range there, so we'll see this power pole getting a little closer. Maybe we even deconstruct that one. Then we can deconstruct these 2 as well, just to make our design just a little nicer, a little tighter. Oh, careful, don't build this one first. Ah, they're building this one first, aren't they? Okay, that's fine. So we'll just do that, That way we can access everything, and maybe we can get this power pole just 1 or 2 squares closer to these 3 turrets. And then we have a triple turret forward-facing section before they even get around the corner. Could be a stupid idea. However, if we're kind of, quote-unquote, aggroing them to attack that spot, well, now we also have a missile launcher. Boom. So as soon as they come towards this area, they're getting hit by the turrets and missiles on their way in. So I think that would work out quite nicely. Okay, now we can dismantle this power pole and reconstruct it so we can see how much closer to powering these things we can get. And just out of my OCD, I'll probably clip this and bring that fence a little closer. Further evidence to my solar panel creation, we've got one of them. These two are kind of leaning away from the sun. The sun is over there, as evidenced by these guys, which are tracking the motion. Got a little bit of shadow on this one. Plus, it says plus 195 it's giving me. All of them are giving me plus 195 regardless of where they are positioned. These ones are giving me... produced, I guess, supplying 60. That's probably the number you want to look at. Maybe not that plus 195, but it's still supplying 20 electricity across the board and 60 across the board. And then this guy is sort of in a weird spot because it's just like kind of fully in shadow, but also plus 60. So yeah, it doesn't really matter where you place them aside from your own aesthetics. I'm pretty sure I could build a towering structure right here, and these bad boys would still put out a nice, even, tiny amount of plus 20 electricity. In the meantime, looks like all 3 of these are powered up, and I've moved the motion sensor just a little bit over to get a little more range. This guy is sort of being underutilized, but I still think I'm going to put them all on the same control circuit 10, so that they don't drain power all day. I mean, you know what? We could keep this guy consuming 40. No control circuit. Let's keep that one free and loose. And let's put these guys on 10, so that way we always have one kind of paying attention. And this one, I think I've moved to control circuit 10 as well. Yes. So that, oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, flying sir. So this missile launcher now has a pretty decent area of coverage and response. Katina is idle. Idle? When did idle happen? Okay, well, you could... why don't you just butcher some animals? There we go. Let's get you doing that. And let's make sure these... I've upped handling, as you saw earlier in the episode, but... how much ore do I have? 0. Okay, so let's open up some alloy scrapping. Let's be careful with it, though, but I think if we get another... Yeah, 80 scrap metal turned into alloys, that's probably for the best. You can't run 0 on alloys. Don't run 0 on alloy. A bunch of aggressive little scarabei. Is that how we say it? You know, you put a little stink on it, right? A little scarabei have spawned in near the base, so we'll be able to test out this possibly over-turreted structure. We've got the laser rifle up and running, which, yeah, see, like, this isn't the smartest little structure I've done, but we're just testing stuff out. We're trying to see what works. This guy in the meantime has 0 chill. It's just good to go at any point. So I might even, like, I don't know if this is going to be triggered very early. Yeah, this is how soon is this going to trigger it? Yeah, like right here. So the missile launcher, I don't know, how much does it take? 30. I think we maybe just need to turn it on all the time as well. We do have a decent amount of power. Empty in 16 hours. Yeah, I think we should add, if we add some more wind turbines, maybe some more solar panels, if we add some more wind turbines at least, we could get it to a place where we can just leave this missile launcher just on all the time and then just kind of retarget it as needed. In fact, healing Connor. That seems like a good idea. Yoko, what's your deal? You usually get rest quicker than everybody else. Not today, though. Okay. Wow, she's up anyway, though, with only 62% rest. I don't know how I feel about that. But, Yoko, I'm going to get you to put this onto a circuit of none, so it is just always on. And I kind of want you to deal with that right away, because definitely want to see this thing going when these 93 bugs decide to attack. No sooner has she gotten it done than the bugs have decided to attack. This machine gun turret could also be up. It's unfortunate that it's not. That's kind of a bummer, but that's all right. We've got a decent amount of defenses here. It looks like the bulk of them are maybe going to break around the fence this way. So we'll set that missile launcher to there and see what this missile launcher does to all these bugs. Oh, sick! That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Connor's working on this turret. That's good. So let's get Lara up and on her tower. Let's get Yoko over onto this shooting platform, maybe. Emmeline here and Katina over here as well. But I don't know if I'm... Oh, wait. We gotta change the target area here. Bring it a little closer. There we go. Got a couple of these bad boys with this missile launcher. Oh, you love the missile launcher. And then these double turrets are unloading on them. Then these turrets light up. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is getting pretty good. Now, it could be doing a little better, I will say, because they are still getting through. Actually, quite a few of them are getting through, so this to me means we're not making the progress we want to be making. Okay. And these guys will be dealt with shortly. Meanwhile, Connor's like, yep, just gotta build this turret. All right. They did end up getting dealt with. They did end up getting dealt with, but they are very low-level creatures, and they still managed to get all the way up onto this platform. So if there were any more than that... Damaged laser turret, animal attack. Oh, there's one still going at it. Okay, Emily, can you just come around here and deal with that thing? If we get any more than that, this is going to become a not ideal situation pretty quick. Oh, excellent work, Emily. Excellent work. I think after this, the next step is probably another gauntlet down here, but one thing we could at least add for now is a couple of flamethrowers. Flammenwerfers, if you will. So we could go, let's go, one here. And one there, because they always seem to kind of go this way. So if we get 2 flamethrowers here, and then some more traps on the ground here, I feel like that could slow them down, keep them in the fire for longer, and then give us another layer of defense at not too high of a cost. A somewhat high cost, but nothing crazy. So there we go. And then we could also trap all the way over here, because obviously they're going to try to get up here and take these turrets down. So as they do that, they're getting flamed over here. Then our actual humans can kind of just deal with it in a piecemeal way rather than being the primary point of defense. So anyway, that's all feeling good. We've got this area more or less cut out. I might just kind of disassemble that, and we'll put a fence, defensive fence, gate, fence door. I always screw up what that is. And we'll put that like right here. So there's always an access point. We don't really need that one. And then what I'd love to do is like take a look at, what is the design for this area going to look like? What is it? What could it be? What could it be? And I think I want to go and start out, of course, with a porch and a decent height. So we're going to go a double wide porch on the outside. Ugh, we got to wait. I mean, I'll keep building it, but and then we'll fill it in a second here. Scrap metal. How do we like that height? It's pretty tall. Kind of works for me though. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So then we continue it over here. So the wraparound porch kind of comes around to there, and maybe a little further out, because after all, we're going to try to make like a bit of a duplex situation here. Scrap metal. Now the real question is, can I do multiple layers of scrap metal? That would be nice. Could I do layers? Could I do another layer? Like, what happens if I put... Let's go and get buildings here. Some stairs. Scrap metal stairs. I feel like potentially... nothing to connect. Oh, maybe you can't. So nothing to connect on the bottom. Oh, no, it's just because there's nothing... Okay, hang on. I'm going to do a little experiment here. Let's get a scrap metal that's built a little bit higher. Just by a bit. There. Let's build that one and see if we can do stairs up there. If we can do like layers of stairs, that'd be nice. A large burning object, most definitely a chunk. Spaceship expedition, eh? Connor, what are you up to? Going to eat. Let's let him eat and then let's do an expedition. Maybe even that spaceship one. Connor's going to go eat in this room by himself, I guess. Okay, all right. That's all right. We'll take a look at that. Oh, see, now that's just a nice view. Connor doing his best to keep this colony alive. Little does he know, I'm about to send him on an expedition. I think he kind of wants to get out for a bit, though. Especially with that infection in his eye. Expeditions. Let's go to that tachyon source, maybe. Yeah, peculiar crash site. Tachyon source. Oof, all tricky. Orbital junk has fallen here. I want to do this tachyon source. We just got to find out what that's all about. Connor, go and tell me what's up with that tachyon source. In the meantime, this building here can come back. Flooring. Yeah, I still want to do that experiment, but I don't know if for this design it matters that much. Make sure this is the same level. Now, is this enough space to build on? So it's 924 wood to build on that. That's kind of what that looks like. And then I think I would like it to have... let's cancel... cancel that. I think I would like it to have a bit of an interesting, like, sort of an entrance thing going on. I'll show you what I mean in a second here. There's just like a unified style that I'm going with these wraparounds, and so I want to keep going with it, but I know that, like, this is all just purely aesthetic at this point. So I just feel like this could be kind of nice. How thick is that? That's only 3 tiles deep if I do that. Whereas it's quite a lot longer over here. So let's add this wood floor back in. So now that would create a room that's 4 by whatever. Then here, I'm going to go for flooring, scrap metal. I want it to match. Great. If only that was just a little bit... Okay, well, let's do that. Let's cancel these. Cancel. Okay. Buildings. Wait, hang on. Building scrap metal first. Starting to get the hang of the building. You know you're fully hooked on a game when all of a sudden it's just a little easier to move your way around. Where you're like, okay, here's that button, here's this, here's that. Put that in place. Build some scrap metal floor, put that in place, and I'm good to go. All right, there we go. That's kind of what I think I want this little structure to look like. And then we'll, of course, fill the wraparound in porch over here once we've got that deconstructed. We could also add another piece right in front here. Let's see what that looks like. So a little scrap metal at this height. Maybe does it encompass? I think I wanted this to be deeper, to be honest with you. Oh, maybe this doesn't need to be so thick over here. I kind of want it to be double wide. Well, am I going to put turrets up here? That's the real question. That's what it comes down to. Am I putting turrets on this level, or do they just like to have, an extra firing position? So in that case, then what I can do is flooring, wood floor, match it to the height, bring that across. That's a little nicer. So now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep, but allows me to maybe just go 4 deep, cancel these orders, and expand my scrap metal over here. There we are. So now you come up here, there's a little bit of like a patio. That's kind of what I'm going for. I want some chairs out here, is kind of the idea. And then let's go and see what these buildings are going to look like. So if I go for a wood room, I know everyone's all like, don't stop doing wood. Rotate it. What do I like better? Rotate it this way, maybe? Yep. So there's one room there. Then there's this, obviously building a room here. Much bigger room here. With a little bit of overlap. Now, do we like this one? This is the trick. It's always about picking the roof direction. Do we like that? Or this? I think we like that. So we're going to go like so. It's going to take a lot of wood, is what it's warning me. There we are. So this is a new structure that we're building here. These are going to be some nicer digs. That's kind of what I'm going for. And let's go for buildings. Get some nice doors on there. Probably some, what do we do, metal doors over here? Yeah, just like, it looks a little stronger. It looks a little sturdier. So I'm going to go for a metal door into this one here. I think that looks fine there. And let's go for a metal door into this one here. I think there's good. Then we'll get something here. Some chairs or something. Probably a table just for fun. Armchairs, punching pole. Maybe a didgeridoo up here on there, you know what I mean? Like a little didgeridoo by the window. Could be kind of nice. We'll have to wait till it's built. I think we should build this structure first here. So I'm going to get this thing built. in the next couple episodes. And feel free to roast me if you're like, I hate that it juts out a little bit. But I mean, I don't think we could shrink this down by much more. And these are going to be very wonderful and sizable apartments. In fact, I may want to figure out a way to like duplexify this one. This one could be 2 large rooms. This is one. I mean, they're both very large rooms, to be honest. They're both very luxurious. And I think they'll have their own fireplaces, wraparound windows on the corner, so they have a nice view of this rocky outcropping here. Tachyon source. Found the remains of an ancient ship. Record what you can and return home. Oh, yeah. New research. Okay, we've unlocked something else. So we need to come up with a lot of scrap metal for this, unfortunately, and a lot of wood in the next few episodes. But I think it's worthy. I think it's a worthy project. We could even extend it so that it doesn't look so foolish. I'm down to see what your comments are. We could extend this out here. But then it gets too close to the solar panels, etc. I just kind of like the shape right there. I like adding another structure off in the distance, too. And then maybe some farming out in this area. And then along this double-wide area, if we get some power out here, we could probably put a couple of turrets here. Maybe one turret at the end here, but we don't really need a lot of turret protection over there. But maybe just a few turrets here, just in case. I think it's looking pretty good. Really liking how this has turned out. It's a shorter one today because I'm basically doing these between work. I love all the comments. I love all you new followers, you new subscribers. I hope you were enjoying the channel. I hope you found this to be some truly solid content. Butcher them all. Butcher them all. Love that we got into that missile launcher today. What kind of damage did it do? It took out a few, nothing crazy, but the more clumped together they get, the more effective that missile launcher will be. And I don't know, having a dozen of them, you know what I mean? Like along back here, ooh, that could be nice. So yeah, a lot of plans. Maybe more powered, maybe some wind turbines over here. You heard me, turbines. Lots going on, lots to do in this game, as always. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next episode of Stranded Alien Dawn. Get to building. We got a lot to do.